What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place in the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, definitely follow me on all social media, Twitter and Instagram at Connection TV. And let's get into it. We are going to talk about the challenge first. I want to talk about the challenge first. This is episode 11 entitled Slippery Business. This wasn't a long episode, so I don't really feel like I'm going to be talking about a lot, to be honest. But Chris beats Wes. Aww. And Cassidy beats Alyssa. Aww. Alyssa no longer has Tyler, or Tyler no longer has Alyssa because Tyler is still in the game. Aww. I like Tyler. I think Tyler is a cool dude. And, you know, it's really interesting. On my last video, a lot of you were saying that you don't really care for Fessy and you'll never forgive Fessy and you'll never like Fessy. Fessy is really playing a hero's game this season. If I can admit that, I'm sure you guys can admit that. You still may not like him, but he's playing a hero's game this season. He's making sound decisions. He's sticking to his alliances, and he's not an a-hole this particular season. So, yeah, shout out to Fessy. Shout out to Fessy. We get to see my baby daddy, my boy. I love Corey. I follow Corey ever since, you know, he started his challenge journey. And Corey used to be like off the wall, ladies' man, the man's hoe, if you will. But now he's transformed into this beautiful, godlike looking man with a, I don't know if they're married or, you know, with a girlfriend or wife, whatever she is to him, a partner, and kids, you know? So we get to see a little bit of Corey this particular time. And it's like either he's going in elimination or he's winning the game. I hope it's winning the game part. I had retweeted one of his tweets or posts on Twitter about him, you know, during the oil wrestling thing, and he liked my post. So yay, fanboying out. But we get to see Corey be somewhat emotional with regards to talking to his family. You know, he's in this game for his family. Corey has never won a challenge, and he's always made it like close, but, you know, never got through the entire thing. So, yeah, I don't think he won a challenge. He didn't win a challenge, right? He's never won. So yeah, I'm hoping that maybe this is his opportunity to finally get one. But for whatever reason, these individually, these people don't realize that running a final with strong people lessens your chances of winning. So I don't understand why Corey is like, oh, I want to stick with the strong girls, and oh, you know, I don't know. Helping them get you to a final, sure. But running a final with them, no, it doesn't make any sense. Just doesn't make any sense. During the oil wrestling challenge, Chris ends up getting jumped. You know, all of these guys have like regular man bodies. So, you know, it's not really much to look at. You know, Fessy is flexing his chest muscles or whatever. And I'm like, ugh, yuck. Like if I had to like say who was the hottest to the least, it would be Corey first, duh. Then Tyler, duh. Then Johnny Bananas, oh my God. Then Chris, then Fessy, then Josh. Josh is like dead last. What are we talking about? As far as the women, Desi is creme de la creme of all the women, period. Then I would have to say Cassidy. Then Chanel, then Tori, no, Michaela, Tori, they're kind of like the same. Did I miss a chick? I think I missed a chick. Whatever. Anyways, I don't really care about the chick, so we're going to leave that alone. They jump Chris gets out, and we move past the fluff, and it's Fessy versus Corey. Now, this is a match that I wanted to see ever since Fessy went against Nelson. And shout out to Nelson. Nelly is going through a lot right now, and he's having to make a tough decision with trying to salvage his ankle or getting it amputated. And that's just so heartbreaking and sad to hear, and devastating for him, of course. I mean, no shade, but the way that they repaired his ankle just did not look right. Like why does his ankle have to look like that? I don't know. I don't know anything about the medical field or whatever. I just know I hate hospitals. And in my mind, it's like, oh my God, like Nelly getting his ankle amputated. He's so young. He's still in his 20s, I believe. I think he's like, I don't know how old Nelson is, but I think he's like 20 something, 28, 29, maybe 30. But he's young. Regardless, he's young. So to go through his adult life as a beautiful, physically fit man, and then to, he doesn't have an ankle anymore, like as an option, like what the freak? I feel like Jordan has been disabled all his life, right? So he's had to build his mental, his physical, his spiritual around his disabled hand. Nelly, he's not been disabled all his life. All he knows is how to walk and run and do squats and lift and play the challenge and, be sexy Nelson. So now his whole mind, body, and spirit has to transform and like get prepared for the worst. And it just sucks. It just sucks. It sucks. It just sucks. I feel so bad for him, right? And so, Fessy did, Nelson dirty. And so I've always wanted to see Corey get Fessy back. Even though Corey and Fessy are cool now, they patch it up, whatever. Corey wins against Fessy. And I'm thoroughly, like, shocked and excited, because Fessy basically didn't have to touch anybody this whole time. I mean, he dug in Josh's booty cake trying to push Josh out. And Josh and Corey had like a little tussle and wrestle. Like Corey was not getting Josh out that easily, obviously because of all the oil or whatever. And Josh has been working out. I'm not going to hate. He's been working out. But the fight between Corey and Fessy, for Corey to win, I'm super ecstatic and excited about that. Fessy even had like a black eye. Like, oh, y'all. The women scrap, and the women were very, very feisty. Like, they were not. Cassidy got knocked in the face quite a few times. Michaela walked away with a piece of her skin missing from her face. So it's like these women were really going at it. They bum rush Tori and get Tori out. It's a final battle between Chanel and Michaela, and Chanel held her own, but so did Michaela. Chanel was flipping around. Michaela was flipping her around. It was a lot going on. The winners are Corey and Michaela. I'm passing by all the fluff. I don't care about the conversations of getting this one out, getting this one in. All of that is fluff. At the end of the day, I think Michaela has the best mindset. You don't want to run a final with a vet. And you dang for sure don't want to run a final with somebody who's already won money before. I don't understand why people aren't getting that. How many more opportunities are you going to have to get these people out? You're not going to have that many more opportunities. You're just not. So I'm rocking with Michaela on getting Tori out. She just won money. Why do I want her to win again? I don't. I want her out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. But then the fact that Tori, you can't say who's going in against her. The house has to vote, and it probably would have ended up being Cassidy. And Cassidy probably wanted to beat her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Tori would have did numbers on this barrel tag thing, now that I'm thinking about it. Because, yeah. It just, Michaela has the right mindset. Corey and Michaela go at it in the nominations. And I'm like, okay, Michaela, don't come at my baby daddy like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, mind your business. Mind your business. And I'm glad that Corey, like, held his composure, at least in the edited version. They decide to have Michaela pick a guy and Corey pick a girl. Because Corey doesn't want to put Tori in. Because Tori may win next week and Corey wants to feel safe. I get that. Leading to the final. I get that. But I wouldn't want to run a final with Bananas or Fessy. So if I'm Corey, I want Bananas and Fessy out. And Chris seems to be knocking everybody out. So, like, what are we doing here? I don't know what everyone's end game is, but it is what it is. Passing all the fluff again, because I don't care about all of the fluff and make-believe fights and all of that. We get to the elimination, and, Cassidy's down there. She's upset. Tyler is down there. He's upset. And so the guys pick Chris to go against Tyler. And, the machine picks Chris to go against Tyler because the votes were, Tori got 3 votes, Chanel got 1 vote, Chris got 6 votes. 6 votes brought Chris into the elimination with Tyler, and Chris ends up beating Tyler. This barrel thing was very interesting. Like, I think it would have been really, really interesting if the barrels were like hooked to their like feet and they had to like get away like that. The whole putting the barrel down and all that, I think that was kind of dumb. I would have liked it if they had to like, that would have been hot. Like if they could, you know what I'm saying? That would have been hot. But anyways, people don't think like me. So, Chris wins and Tyler goes home. Beautiful man, Tyler, he goes home. To be honest, the only people the male that I want to win this final is Corey first, then Chris second. Because Chris is going through all this bullcrap and he's earning his way in. So, Corey first, then Chris second. I think Bananas needs to go first, then Josh, then Fessy. But it's probably going to be 3-3 split for this finale. So, it's not a lot of guys. It's not. I don't know how many more challenges they got, but it's not going to be 5-on-5 in the finale. Maybe 4-on-4, maybe. But I don't know. I just feel like if I were Corey, the people I would want in the finale are Chris and Josh. Those are the 2 people that I would want to go up against in the finale. I wouldn't want to go up against Fessy, and I wouldn't want to go up against Bananas. That's just, it is what it is. For the women, I would want, if I was in there, I would want to go up against Michelle and Chanel. Those are the 2 women that I would want to go up against, and everyone needs to leave. So, it is what it is. Anyways, leave your comments below. Who do you want to win? Did you enjoy this episode? It was rather quick, and quick is fine. But yeah, talking about all that fluff was just ridiculous. And Josh really thinks he's doing things in this game. I don't know. Anyways, leave your comments below. Deuces.